This message is for Mark. Congratulations, by the way. I know that you recently got married. So first off, we all know how crazy, ridiculous hand speed that Gary Russell Jr. has. Can you talk about the sparring that you've received to emulate that kind of speed in the ring for you?
I have a sparring partner, Shoshan, take a sparring partner from Boston. He's good. He mimics the style of Gary Russell. So every time we spar, we train the style of Gary Russell. So this fight is gonna be a good fight, and this is my first world title fight. I'm gonna do my best shot.
Okay, and then second, you know, when it always comes down to, and whenever we talk about Filipino fighters, you're carving out your own legacy, and what do you want to show the Philippines, the fellow kababayan, the type of fighter that you are? Because whenever we talk about Filipino fighters, we always compare everyone to Senator Manny Pacquiao. And unfortunately, everyone is not going to be like him. What do you want to show the world and to the Philippines, what kind of fighter you're going to be?
There's no next Manny Pacquiao, but I'm gonna put my name in the history that I'm good. I'm a good boxer. I'm a good boxer. I'm a competitor like Gary Russell. So I'm hungry. So I want this fight. I want that fight. So yeah, it's good.
That's a luck to you both.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Cynthia. Let's go next to Kirk Jackson. Kirk is with Boxing Insider. Go ahead.
Hello, can you hear me?
We got you.
Okay, thank you. My first question is for Mark. Mark, this is your first world title fight. How do you feel like your experiences have prepared you for the challenge of Mr. Gary Russell?
I'm so happy that I'm gonna fight a world title fight. Shoshan gave it to me, and BBC and Showtime. So I'm blessed that I'm here now facing with a world champion. So I'm happy. I'm good.
Without revealing your strategy, what do you think your best attribute is going into this championship fight?
Say it again. Sorry.
I'm sorry. Without revealing your strategy, what do you feel like your best attribute is going into this fight with Gary Russell?
My advantage of Gary Russell is I'm tall and I'm stronger than him. But we train for every day in the gym for 3.5 months with Coach Freddy. So we do a lot of techniques. So it's in the fight.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I have a question for Gary Russell. Gary, I believe that you're one of the more ducked and avoided fighters we've seen in the past 10 years or so. What specifically can fans and media members do to change the current business structure of boxing in regards to us making the fights or making the fights that fans want to see in the most competitive fights?
That was a great question. That was one of the best questions that I've had thus far. Just hold these guys accountable. You know, don't just say it when you be doing an interview with one another. Hold these other guys accountable. Ask them the question. Why is it that you're not in the ring trying to fight Gary Russell Jr.? Why is this? As far as the fans go, the fans need to stop boycotting some of these fights. Stop supporting some of these fights when you already know what the outcome is going to be before the fight even happens. You know, like I said, I take my hat off to Mark. It's no secret when you ask about him without unveiling his strategy. It's no secret. He don't have no option but one option. The only option he could possibly have is to try to apply pressure. That's it. That's all. He can't stay on the outside because he's too slow. He's not fast enough. He don't have the hand speed. He don't got the foot speed. So he can't stay on the outside and try to outbox me. That's not going to happen. He's going to have to come forward and apply pressure. I mean, it's just as simple. I've been doing this shit too long. I've been doing it too long. I know the answers before the answers all come to me already. Before the question was already asked. That's the only option that he could have is to come forward, try to apply pressure, hopefully he'll try to overwhelm me with his power and get lucky and land something solid. He probably in great conditioning. I take my hat off to Manny Pacquiao. It's safe to say that he is a legend in the sport of boxing. And for him to be willing to sign Mark as one of his fighters, you know, I'm pretty sure he has an eye on what he considers talent is, you know. So I think it's going to be a great fight. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm excited, bro.
Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, and I have one last question. Gary, considering I believe you're the longest reigning champion right now and you possess a unique skill set, for whatever reason, the politics of boxing, you haven't been regarded or you haven't been heralded or received the props as being like a pound for pound top guy. How do you feel like your career will be remembered? And do you believe that at some point before you retire, you'll be able to get some of the guys who have been avoiding you, some of the guys such as a Tank Davis, a Leo Santa Cruz, a Carl Frampton, Devin Haney, a Warrington, et cetera, et cetera?
Oh, man, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. What I can say is to the people that has had the opportunity to watch me compete, in most cases, they would say that my skill set is very special. It's second to none. You know, it's special, it's second to none. As far as the pound for pound list, I honestly don't pay the pound for pound list any mind. Pound for pound list is merely based upon, it's a popularity contest. It's based upon who's more popular. It's not based upon skill. If it was based upon skill, Mr. Gary Russell Jr. would be on the list. Therefore, I really don't pay it any mind. You know, you can't, my father told me a long time ago, no matter what you do, you'll never be able to please everybody. Somebody always has something to say, you know, so all I can do is do the best that I can do. I'm grateful that I have a fellow competitor like Mark that's willing to give it the best that he can, and willing to bring his best. He feels as though that he's the best. And I think anyone, any sport, any craft that you participate in, anyone that's participating in the sport, whether you're a rapper, a singer, or, you know, a soccer player, it's good for you to feel as though you're the best. It's better. It's good for the fans. It's good for everyone who's watching it, and it's good for your sport, you know, or your career in general, you know. So it's refreshing to get a fighter that's willing to give it everything that they had, you know, and put it all on the line to be known as possibly the best. I welcome it.
Thank you. I appreciate your time, and my prayers to your family. Good luck to both of you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kurt, and thanks for all the great questions today. Really good ones throughout. We have time for just one more. Interestingly enough, before we get to that last reporter, one question came to me via text message just a few moments ago for Mark. Mark, with your experience and what you've seen of Gary so far, do you feel that his hand speed is as fast or possibly faster than Manny Pacquiao's?
His speed is good, but I have a speed too.
Correct.
I have a speed too, so I can roll with him.
You think that can be a factor for you, as applying the hand speed and trying to match that of Gary? Is that correct?
Yeah.